It took him 48 years to become a dishwasher at Pita Jungle. $9 an hour, 30-some hours a week, sweat pouring from his brow to mask the exhaustion of a face that is no longer concerned with fairness. He is here every day, fingers to the grindstone, tougher than the forgotten beef jerky in some badass rebel biker's leather jacket pocket. He is the Zen master, the rush without the hurry, too grateful for what he has, and for that he does not blend in here. But this is one of his high points. Justino does the dirty work at a restaurant that expects the wine glasses to sparkle like they haven't been hoard out to 50 shades of lipstick in the last 2 weeks alone. When you don't speak English or understand any language but the blue, green, and orange tongues of dish soap, si o no, hola, gracias, adios, it is difficult to embellish your minimal education on a job application where only a name and previous work experience sweat off the page as if about to be interrogated by men in uniform. Quiero trabajar. Quiero estar contento, and in Arizona there is a chance there are truckloads of wasted food, and it is far easier to feed a backbone whose vertebrae have the weight of an entire family hanging on for survival. This is one of his high points. At 5'5", Justino still reaches like a summit. He was raised 10 sniper scope magnifications away from an America that will cross the freeway armed and blindfolded to siphon a stranger's oil, but won't speak patiently with the next door neighbor about changes that need to happen on our shared soil. His existence isn't waste deep in politics anymore. This is too human for puppet shows now. It all happened in a cluster of struggle before he could determine the outcome of his story through a ballot box. So he wrote it with the distance between two constitutions determined as the sun to run circles around us. He exercises patience every day, arms unwinding only after 10 p.m., thousands of miles and light years from childhood, the Sahara breathing sand on each country's land, but we aren't supposed to know we have this much in common. The particles of 1,000 dinners cling to his skin like the smog smothering both downtown Phoenix and Mexico City, and I know that he knows what it's like to be hungry. His fists are iron and have been crushing minutes into nickels since he was 9 years old. He is 48 going on 60 going on. What did all these years evaporate into like he had a choice? And was it born into making things easier for people who never had it hard? The grindstone always looks like a rolling highway when you've got your face pressed against it. And 50 years from now, his skin will be so wrinkled and rough and wise, it won't even be real. Some Americans are still compelled to resist a society where different nationalities are forced to cooperate peacefully. They hate the idea so much that sometimes they even write an email about it, or a bill. But his time is too precious for the bias of blue comfort and hungry fear. He wants only to give a piece of this world to his family, and in a place where people would rather have the world handed to them, he does one goddamn hell of a job.
Damn.